Morning students, today we are going to start the refraction of light through a prism. One thing I want to tell you that as per the government policy, so many topics are cut from this chapter. The chapter number 11, the human eye and the colorful world, topic number human eye, power of accommodation, defect of vision and their correction. These all portions are cut, so we will not discuss all these points. Okay, now on page number 191, the refraction of light through glass prism. This is most important question, may be asked for this activity, may be asked for 4 marks in board exam. First of all, what is prism? Prism is made up of glass or plastic fiber. It is a portion of transparent medium. Transparent medium means glass or plastic, fiber plastic, bounded by 2 plane faces inclined to each other at a certain angle, and as shown in figure, here 2 triangular faces are there, and total 2 triangular faces and 3 that is rectangular faces. So construction of the prism, 2 triangular faces and 3 rectangular faces are there. So whenever school will open, I will show you this prism in the laboratory, right? Now today we are going to perform activity 11.1. First of all, you fix a sheet of white paper on drawing board and using the drawing board pins, okay, to fix the paper. Then place this glass prism in such a way that triangular base that should be on the paper, and mark its position A, B, C with the help of the pencil on the drawing paper, right? Now outline of this prism that we note down on the paper. Now draw a straight line PE. This is straight line PE, and that should be slanting, right? And incline to one of the refracting surface. This is one side refracting surface, this is another side, and that say on side AB, right? And fix here 2 pins P and Q on the line PE as shown in figure. These are the pins that we use in the office, right? Headed pins. Then look the images of these pins on other side, means AC side. So where the images are formed, images of pins P and Q you see on the other side and AC side, then fix 2 more pins R and S in such a way that all should be collinear. Collinear means look on the same line. So we have to fix the pins in such a way that all these 4 pins, they should be collinear. Okay? Now remove the pins and glass prism also. Now line PE meets the boundary of the prism at point E, and similarly join and produce RS. They will touch here at point F. Now join EF. Now join EF. Then draw the perpendiculars, that is up to AB side, that is an N dash, and AC side, that is MM dash. These are the 2 perpendiculars drawn at the point of incidence. This E is the point of incidence, here F is the point of incidence. So we draw 2 perpendicular to the refracting surface AB and AC of the prism at point E and point F. Now mark the angle of incidence. Now here the angle formed between incident ray and the perpendicular, that is denoted by I, and that is called incident angle. Incident angle, that is angle I, incident angle, right? And the angle of refraction, this side this is angle of refraction and this side this is angle of refraction. So these both the angles formed inside the prism, so these are denoted by small r. These are called angle of refraction. Okay, now extend the rays, incident ray PE and refracted ray RS, then they will meet at the point, this point we call it D, we call it D, and then angle formed here, that is angle of deviation and denoted by delta, denoted by delta, or angle D also we can write here. So here angle D is called the angle of deviation. Now here the angle formed outside, this at MFR, so that is denoted by E, that is called angle of emergence. Is it clear? So discuss the refraction of light through the prism and try to find the relation between the angles, that is I, R, E, A and D. Now what is here PE? PE is incident ray. PE is incident ray. What is EF? EF, that is refracted ray. Then what is FS? That is emergent ray. Then angle A, that is called angle of prism. Angle of prism. Here three angles are formed, A, B, C, because shape is triangular. So angle A, angle B, angle C, these are called angles of prism. Angle I, that is incident angle. Yeah, angle of incidence. Angle R, refraction angle. Then angle E, emergent angle. Angle D, that is called angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Got it? So we have to mark all these points and their introduction. So from this experiment or activity, what do you conclude? From this we can conclude that the incident ray PE, when incident on the one side of the prism or refracting surface of the prism, it undergoes the refraction and bends towards the normal, and then along the EF again it hits the other side AC refracting surface, again it undergoes the refraction, the AC side, and it bends away from the normal. So here the emergent ray FS bends towards the base of the prism. So here the measurement of angle I and angle of prism A, angle of emergence E and angle of deviation D. So by measuring I plus E is equal to angle D plus A. So these measurements should be like this. Now from this activity, what do you prove? From this activity we can prove the laws of refraction, right? The laws of refraction. So laws of refraction means the incident ray, emergent ray and normal lie in the same plane. Okay, then angle of incidence and angle of refraction, they are in the different medium. This is in air, this is in glass. Is it clear? So here today you have to write this activity, maybe ask for 4 marks, the most important question. Tomorrow we will proceed further.